Howdy, y'all. What's going on? This is Raider Brian here. Um, I know we haven't been posting very many videos with some little shorts and stuff, so I thought I would post here. Me and Kisses are doing fine. Just waiting for the visa to come through so she can come and see me, and we will go from there. They've cashed the check, so I know the process is moving along. It takes time, so I am hoping she will be here by Christmas. So I was trying to think about what a video to do. So I thought I would give you a little history of Brian, Raider Brian, and where I am today. A little bit about my life. So I'm going to bore you all. Probably going to take a while. Hopefully I don't have to backtrack forgetting shit. But here it goes. So I was born July 13th. My childhood is very cloudy. I wouldn't say I had the best childhood, so bear with me as I don't remember much being a child. So normal child, but not a big family, not close. I am an only child. No brothers, no sisters. My mother, who has passed away, had me at the age of 16. She passed away a little over a year ago, so only 16 years older than me. She passed away at 67. I never knew my father, my biological father. I know that she found out he was married with 3 kids, and he basically knocked a younger lady, woman up, or a girl up, I guess you would say, since she was 16. So I never met my biological dad. Did have a stepdad when I was very young. Don't remember much about him, but they were together until I was about 9 years old. I want to say they did end up getting married. I don't remember when or how long. It wasn't long. So we don't stay in contact, though he is on my Facebook now, but I haven't seen him since like 9 years old. Funny enough, at 9 years old, I had a dart stuck in my head. You know how you play dartboard? You got those darts with a needle on there, and you throw at the dartboard. Me and a friend were playing outside of like in a construction area where they were getting ready to build another apartment complex. We had this kid we didn't like. Don't know all the details, remember. For some reason, we decided let's throw darts at each other to see who wins. So because he was only one kid and we were 2 kids, he got a better barrier, and we didn't have such a good barrier. All I remember is I had to go to like the bathroom. I kind of stood up and put my hands together. Time out, and yeah, boom, a dart stuck me in the head. The kid who threw the dart, well, obviously he freaked out, ran home. Oddly enough, the kid I was with, my friend, didn't go tell my babysitter because my mom was not home. I was with a babysitter. He ran all the way to his house across freaking town to go tell him. It hurt, but for a while I just was there. But I realized I'm close to traffic. When I walked kind of closer to the road, people would kind of slow down, look, and keep driving off. No one would help me. So basically, at that point, then I started screaming. Someone help, got my babysitter because we weren't right close to where I was living. Took me to the hospital. At that stage, my mom didn't leave the babysitter a note saying give her permission for medical, and I wasn't in a life or death situation. So they left my dart in my head until my mom came home, or I pulled it out myself. I did touch it. I said, F you, it hurt. Again, I'm only like 9. So they did finally pull the dart out 15 hours later, give or take. That's one of my unique, crazy experiences. People would say, well, that's why I'm brain dead or something wrong. Well, it didn't penetrate my skull or hit my brain. It just enough to stick in there, and no stitches, no nothing. So, moving on with my life. Before high school, we moved from a city to like a town of 300 people. And I had to take a bus 13 miles to go to another small town, but bigger, For high school, that was a very big change. I wasn't too into high school much, skipped as much school as I could, but I ended up graduating with 2 scholarships for music because I was playing a saxophone in school. Really, pretty much a loner, not very many friends in school. Once I moved, I had lots of school in grade school and junior high, but high school, it seemed like the rich and the poor, and that was it. I felt more in the middle. I don't know if that mattered, but kind of how it was. Graduated school. Oh, so I was 18 when I graduated, having a July birthday. At the age of 18, I wrecked a work truck because I was working and going to school. I wrecked a work truck in an 8-foot canal full of water. So I wrecked off a levee, flipped over, rolled into the water, underneath water, trapped inside of a truck under 8 feet of water. I was able to break myself out. A little cut to my hands and to my arm. I had butterfly stitches. That was it. Nothing else wrong. But that was my very first wreck, and it was underwater. So that was kind of crazy. Oddly enough, I wrecked 10 years later, the same month, but not the same day. And I also flipped this vehicle upside down on my own vehicle, kind of at a field that had water on it, teeter-tottering on a little levee. But so I wasn't underwater this time. There was water close. And again, I was okay. Both times the vehicles were totaled, by the way. The second one, I lost my cell phone, and that was about it. No, now I have not wrecked since then. So 28 years old was my last wreck. So graduated. I was 18, 1991, graduation from high school. Moved out soon that summer. Lived with my aunt. Started working at Taco Bell. Taking myself to college. And ended up living on my own probably within a year. And through life, there's kind of just a few odd jobs. Through my younger years, I really didn't really stick with one woman. I don't want to say I had lots of women, but I didn't settle down, I guess you could say. Wasn't looking for love, wasn't looking to have kids early. Probably a lot to do with my mom having me at 16. It's stuck in my head. But I enjoyed life and just worked and stayed out of trouble for the most part. I ended up having 3 relationships, 3 years back to back to back. That was kind of crazy. The third one ended up getting married. My first marriage, she had been married before it was my first. She had 3 daughters that were not mine, young girls, and then we got divorced. Only 3 years together total and married. So that was like 41 years old, 40 years old around there. It was my first time getting married. Ended up being married again, I don't know, a few years later. Divorced, had 1 son who was my son. He is 12 years old now. He'll be 13 in January. She left before he turned 3 years old. We were married and together for probably a total of about 10, 11 years, roughly. So, that would take me to what? 40 years old, 41 years old, I don't know. I kind of been at the same job since I was about 25 years old, doing the same type of work. Quickly moved up the ladder, where today I'm a manager for the company I'm at. Also do other jobs. I'm currently working 2 jobs. I didn't have a rich family or anything like that. Wasn't close to my mom. Wasn't close to anyone but maybe my stepdad now. We're more closer since he's not with my mom no more. So my mom did get married again. She was with another guy since like 10 years old. all the way until I was like maybe 20. I think they got married around 19 or 20. They weren't married long before they split up. Never legally divorced, even when she passed away. But me and him got more close after him and my mom worked together. He's been really great. He is 85 years old, going to be 86 in November. Again, I'm an only child. Been married twice. Only one child of mine, 12-year-old son. Oddly enough, my son's name is after that. I had the dart stuck in my head. I was with a friend. That friend's name stuck in my head, and I always wanted to name my son that name because I like that name. So that's my son's mom was okay with that name, so that's what my son ended up being. He has my middle name and my last name, and then a first name that I've known all the way since I was 9 years old. No lie. I had never been out of the country until I went to go see Kisses in the Philippines. I've been all over the United States, many states, not all of them, but many, all the way to the East Coast, Florida, New York, South Carolina, Oregon, Washington, Oklahoma, Texas, I don't know, many states. But never nothing too exotic. I have been on one cruise. I have been in a hot air balloon. I've been on a helicopter, planes, boats, ships. I used to do volunteer search and rescue, where someone gets lost or hurt out in the mountains or something. There's a team, you go up there and look for them. This was all free and volunteer. Done that when I was really young. Also did volunteer fire department work for 3 years or so. This was all between like the ages of like 18, 19, 20, 21. So crazy. I have been to jail. I was at a drunk tank at 20 years old. Had a big house party, went too late, neighbors complained, cops came, I was drunk. Cops were being stupid. I called one of them racist. Whatever dumb reason my drunk ass needed to go to the restroom, they wouldn't let me go to the restroom in my own bathroom. I'm like, well, I'm going to piss my pants. So I'm going outside to piss. And they let me go outside. You want to know why? Because they won't arrest you in your own home, even when you're underage. But as soon as I stepped outside, now I'm drunk in public. So they arrested me through a drunk tank because I was being pretty much a dick. Well, to be honest, the cops were a dick too. But I did spend 10 hours in a drunk tank. My only experience at 20 years old. Used to work at a casino. Worked at a casino for a little while. That was fun. Doing security work at a casino. Did the Uber Lyft thing. Did Lyft on the side. It's kind of like the ride share where people, call for a ride. Done that on the side. That's fun. That was fun. What else about Raider Brian? Oh yeah, obviously I'm a big Raiders fan. Raiders fan since they were in Oakland, to Los Angeles, back to Oakland, and now Las Vegas Raiders. I used to go to a lot of games in Oakland, season tickets, every game, sometimes taking buses we took from a booster club out of Sacramento to all the games. So I'm still a big fan. I am planning actually to go see the Raiders play in Miami, Florida in November this year for an away game. Do we get to stay at the hotel where the Raiders are, and kind of a package deal. So that'd be my first time kind of doing something like that. I'm really excited because I've never been to Miami, Florida, but not Miami, so I've always wanted to go. But Raiders, I got all kinds of Raiders shit in my house. Behind me, lots of glasses. There's not the Raider ones over there, but there's another shelf with all kinds of Raider glasses on it. Oh yeah, my other thing is I collect shot glasses. I have like 426 shot glasses, other type of glasses. Why at this point? I've been doing it so long. What are you going to do with them? Throw them away? So it's a cheap gift if people want to give me something, especially if you live in another country or another state, or you visited somewhere unique, a unique casino, a unique bar, a unique something that has shot glasses. Nowadays you can get them $5, $10. not too bad. So obviously I got shot glasses when I was in the Philippines and Taiwan and Japan, and when I did all my, everywhere, different casinos I've been to, even if you're not gambling. So that's cool. One of my weird things I collect. I also have a lot of books. I have the greatest 100 books of all time, Stephen King collection, Harry Potter collection, the Twilight series collection. Do I read books? No, maybe not too many. Why do I have them? A bad habit when I was young, and again, I have all these books. They look nice on a shelf. Very weird. Oh, coins. I do have some weird coin collections that I found out really aren't worth much if you resell them, but they look cool in their little collector's cases, like the golden dollars of all the presidents, highlighted gold and silver quarter collection of all the states, different weird shit, coins. So some things I collect. Music, I prefer R&B, hip hop. If you've ever seen me on live, you probably know more. Old school mostly, but new stuff too. Movies, I would consider myself a horror, thriller, then sci-fi, then action type person, or even like psychological thrillers or crime shows. Difference. I do have a decent DVD collection, even some VHS collections. Oh yeah, I have a lot of old school shit, like all the PlayStations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the original Nintendo, a record player, a CD player. I do not have an 8-track player anymore. An old antenna style VHS, UHS TV portable. Some little portable CD Walkman players, an old school XM radio player, portable one, DVDs, CDs, VHSs, Blu-ray disc. I have a lot of Disney movies, especially on Blu-ray. I like to collect those. I always thought they would go to my kid, if I had grandkids, they could see all the old school Disneys. But now, obviously, they got streaming, right? So Disney streaming. They didn't have that type of shit when I was collecting all these DVDs or shit like that. So here's what it is. What else I've done that's unique or anything? Probably a lot of shit I'll never say on here. Life. I am going to be 52 on July 13th. So shit, I had a long life. Did crazy things. Yes, I'm missing kisses very much. Yes, I know she doesn't feel I'm enough there for her enough, probably emotionally, mentally. Other than phone calls and video calls, I don't know much more to do. I'm working 2 jobs. I'm doing everything just to be with her, staying busy. Also, I have my son more in the summertime. I'm taking some online classes to get the certificate I'm looking for my job. Not that any of that's really excuses, but it is what it is, and I'm doing the best I can. But she's forever in my heart. I'm not giving up on her. Most of the things I do is for her. I try to find a way to be there for her more, give her needs. I know you women, not to make fun of it, but you need to feel loved and feel appreciated. Not to say guys don't, but So we're about 19 minutes into this shit. Nobody's going to watch my whole damn video. But Brian is trying to tell you more about me. Well, I'm about 6'1". I used to be 6'2". I lost an inch as I got older. I am brown hair, even though most everything looks white nowadays. I am a hairy guy all over. I am bigger, but most of you don't know that I am going through a weight loss program. With my nutritionist, my doctors, my surgeons. All goes well, I will have surgery probably in September for weight loss surgery. For me, it's the health, being healthy, since I have a young son. And then the other idea is I believe when I see myself looking smaller, I'm not trying to be skinny, but I'm gonna lose 140 pounds probably with this surgery. Um, that the idea is I'm gonna see that and like, oh, I never want to be fat again. I do know as you get older and you're bigger, your breath's taking away more. I mean, I know I need to keep going to the gym and doing better at that because it's like I'll go and then I miss a week and go and miss a week, miss 2 weeks, and I have a gym membership, so I'm gonna need to do that and get more healthy and have this weight loss surgery probably around September, October, way before the holidays, way before Kisses gets here. You have better sex, weight loss when you have adrenaline, and you don't get tired walking upstairs or running or walking, and lots of things are better. So, and I'm young enough that the surgery I think will benefit me a lot. Obviously, if some of you might know that I had cancer. They found cancer really early by a miracle, esophageal cancer. He was able to cut it all out. I had to keep going for checks every 3 months for the first year, and now I'm to every 6 months. They go down the throat. We check samples, make sure everything's okay. He's in there. He thinks he sees anything. He burns it. He freezes it. He cuts it. But so far, everything's been okay. It did make my throat swell, being the tubes down my throat for a while. So I was throwing up, hard to eat. They had to use balloons to stretch it back out. All in all, though, that's my health. I do have a condition that gives me blood clotting easier, so I take pills for that. But I'm expected to live a long life. There's nothing stopping me. Also, the surgery for weight loss will help with this cancer never coming back. It takes away a lot of different things. So, again, benefits. But I'm not unhealthy other than being overweight. I don't take a lot of pills. It's being more smart about what you eat, exercise, and don't go too crazy. Having a young son helps me be better towards him, teach him those things and everything else. It's funny because I didn't have a crazy childhood, so now I do everything with my son. Me and my son, now I get to live like a kid and do things I never got to do, like camping and everything we love to do. So even though my son, he'll stay home and play games all day long if I let him. He'll be back here in a couple weeks for July. Summertime I don't get him all summer, but I get him more. And yes, I miss my son, not having him every day. I cry every day. I will not lie. Not seeing him when I wake up, not seeing him when I go to bed. It's something that's just never got used to. So, when am I going to have another child? Going to be 52. I had my first child at 40. So, no, I'm not having another child. If I'm with someone that has a child, that's a different story. But I'm not planning on having another baby or adopting a child. So, just ain't happening in the cards. I live in a small 2-bedroom place. Kept it simple. I drive a nice sport utility vehicle. Most things I'm a simple. I do like to go out if I have someone to go out and do things with, but I'm okay with quiet things out there too. It looked like maybe I was trying to do a lot in the Philippines. I was just trying to enjoy a vacation and experience different things with Kisses that I know she hadn't done, and get to know her and not just necessarily stay in the whole time. But when she's here, obviously there's things in California, the United States I want her to see, but we'll have time, but we'll also have plenty of time for quiet nights, just me and her. I am hoping to have Kisses here by Christmas time. So obviously we plan on doing live together, taking videos and posting them here, and all those things together. I know you guys are seeing a lot going on with her, but remember she has a real life, things going on in real life. So not every sad day, every mad day, every heartbroken day. Not everything's always about Brian. For me, not everything's always about Kisses. Yes, there's things together, but it doesn't mean every time that we're sad or mad, it's because we're mad at our significant other. We all have lives. She has kids. I have kids. Families, whatever. So that's what it is. I know I haven't been streaming or on live. Feel free to let me guys know if I should be doing more streaming. But we're working 2 jobs right now. I've been working 7 days a week, sometimes 2 jobs in the same day. I'm staying busy, making some money, staying out of trouble. So, do miss you all who do get to see us on live. Again, don't forget to favorite us, like us here on the YouTube channel. We appreciate it. We got 10 subscribers. It's free to subscribe. Pass the word. Come and see us. Let us know how you're doing. Feel free to leave messages on the comments. Things like that. Hope to all see you soon. I'll try to talk Kisses into doing a little bit about her life and go from there. Anything else I should post about? I guess maybe drop me a comment on here and say, hey, Brian, make a video about this or about that, or tell us about this or tell us about that. Give me some suggestions. Come on, everyone. What's going on? Hope you're all well. Good to see you. I know I bored you to death 25, 26 minutes later. But hey, gotta show some content sometimes. All right, Raider Brian out. Peace, y'all.